One morning when he arrived, Duck's whistle was out of order. They had worked late the night before, and his driving fireman had used it to boil eggs for their supper. Something had gone wrong. And next morning, when he wanted to whistle, Duck found he could only make burping noises. He was very upset about it. "Never mind," said his driver. "It must be a bit of that egg which broke. I'll clean it out when we have the time. Meanwhile, no one will mind." But Mike made rude remarks about it. "Slip, slip," mimicked Mike. "It's shocking. If engines can't whistle properly, they shouldn't try." "Then why do you?" asked Bert. "Why do I what?" "Try to whistle, of course." "Shut up, you're jealous." Mike was proud of his shrill whistle. "Mine is better than yours anyway." "Listen, Mike," said Rex. "If I had a whistle like yours, you know what I do?" He paused impressively. "I lose it." "The idea," spluttered Mike. "Whistles are important, let me tell you. Engines without whistles aren't proper engines." Mike then went redder than ever with fury. His steam went up suddenly. His safety valve blew off. "Hello," said his driver. "You're ready first. You better take the passengers." "What? And leave my goods?" "Yes, Bert can do that." "We can't have you blowing off here. Come on." Mike backed down on the coaches angrily. When all was ready, he started with a rude jerk. "Come on, come on, come on," he puffed. "What's bitten him?" wondered his driver. "He doesn't like coaches, but he's never been this bad." Mike whistled loudly at the latest excuse. "They're jealous, shh, they're jealous, shh, they're jealous, shh," he muttered. "I'll show 'em, I'll show 'em, I'll show 'em." "He's in a flaming temper about something," remarked his driver. He was relieved when they reached the end station safely. He looked Mike all over, but saw nothing wrong. He tried to soothe him, but Mike still sizzled crossly. "It beats me," he said at last. Then soon after they started to head back. He heard a fin tinkle. "There's something loose in his boiler," he thought. I'll tighten it at the next station. But he never got the chance. It was the cow's fault. She stood on the track, eating grass. She took no notice of the train. Mike stopped. He wasn't frightened. He had met her before. She only made him cross. Then he came slowly forward, whooshing steam with his cylinders. The cow flicked her tail and went on eating. Mike grew even more cross. He tried to whistle. He wanted to say, "Get out of my way, you stupid animal." But he didn't get that far. With his second peep, turned into a tremendous shh as his whistle cap shot up in the air like a rocket and landed in a field. The Draven god started to look for it, but some passengers objected. "We can't waste time with whistles. We must catch our train." Mike was dismayed. "They're bored saying whistle," he protested. "We mustn't pass without whistling. That's orders. Please find it." "Sorry," said the passengers. "We can't wait. We'll all have to whistle for you." And so it was arranged. Whenever they saw a board, the guard, the passengers, and the driver all whistled. They made more noise than Mike ever did. They thought it was splendid fun. Mike mourned the loss of his whistle. Mike hoped his driver would give him a new whistle when they got home. He was disappointed. "We have no spare whistles," said the small controller sternly. "You'll just have to wait. It serves you right for being such a crosspatch." Mike worked in the quarries for the rest of the day. It was nearly dark when he reached the shed. "What's that?" asked Bert as Mike came in. "Shh!" whispered Rex. "Takes no notice. That's an improper engine." "Why improper? He looks all right to me. He got no whistle." "Oh dear," said Bert. "How shocking. We don't approve of his sort now, do we?"